Hey, check this out. What do you think of this for Alec?
I'm sorry, what?
For trick-or-treating.
It's very cute.
She didn't tell me what she wanted to be, so...
Oh, she'll love it. I guess your mind isn't much on, Halloween, huh? Life sure is a lot simpler for kids, isn't it?
Did you call the hospital?
No. Why would I?
Because I know you cared about Jake.
Well, he didn't care much for me, did he?
Still, this has got to be hell for you, wondering whether he's gonna...
You know what I wish, Amanda? I wish I never met Jake McKinnon.
Police think Marley shot Jake? Oh, no.
No, Iris. Marley has admitted to seeing Jake last night before he was shot. She broke off their engagement.
Oh, which is absolutely ridiculous. The police don't have any leads, and so they're going after Marley.
Oh, I'm so sorry. But I don't understand how I can help.
Well, Jamie said that you had something very important you wanted to tell Marley.
About Jake.
Oh,
You did, didn't you?
well, yes. I had a conversation with Marley
Iris,
at the art gallery.
Iris, what was it? Just tell me. What did you have to talk to her about?
Hold your thought. Don't go any further. I'll get rid of whoever this is. What do you want?
I think you know.
Marley is finally asleep. I'm not going to disturb her now.
Excuse me, Donna. Ryan, I told you, you call before you get an appointment with Marley.
I'm not here to ask Marley about Jake.
Well, then what the hell do you want?
I'm here to ask Mrs. Hudson about Jake.
Come on in, Ryan. I wanted you to tell me what the hell you think Donna can tell you about what happened to Jake.
Donna is not under investigation.
Well, I certainly hope not.
Look, you're very busy. I think
Don't. We haven't finished our little conversation, Iris. Don't go.
Well, when you have a free moment, why don't you call my secretary and we'll set something up.
All right.
Good afternoon, Donna. Bye, Iris.
Ryan, why don't you just tell me what this is all about?
You were Jake's partner, right?
Well, I haven't had anything to do with Vision since last summer.
But you still know a lot about the business, don't you?
Well, Jake made a lot of changes after I left. At least that's what I hear.
Look, I've got a team of forensic specialists going over to Jake's loft right now. Jake's still in critical condition, and I don't have anybody to tell me what the place was like normally.
That's what you want to talk to Donna about?
Yeah, she knows the layout, the equipment. She can tell me if anything's out of place or missing.
Well, Donna, that makes sense.
You gonna help me out?
No, but I'll help Marley out.
I'm just trying to figure out what happened. I'm not trying to lay this on Marley.
You're still going to question her, though, right?
I spoke to Cass. We're gonna get her statement later. After that,
All right, then you take your inventory and send me the list, and I'll check it over.
I was hoping you'd go to the loft with me.
Oh, that's out of the question.
Why?
Because going back into the loft would just give me the creeps.
Donna, come on. If it would help to clear Marley.
All right. All right, when would you like to do this?
I've got a car waiting outside now.
Of course, how convenient. You'll go with me?
You know I can't. I've got...
Why?
I've got an appointment. I guess I forgot to tell you about it, but it's now.
Shall we?
I can't do this.
Look, just try and relax.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have come here.
Mrs. Hudson, it's important. What you got, Danny?
This came from headquarters. Gun belonged to McKinnon. All registered and legal.
Jake was shot with his own gun?
Yeah, it happens all the time. Mrs. Hudson, did Jake keep a gun on the premises while you were working with him?
Not that I know of.
Are you sure?
Well, you know Jake lives here, but I've never been in his living quarters, so...
We just got a statement from the usher at the Opera House.
Did he see Vicky?
He took her ticket, personally.
What about the doctors? Have they established the time of the shooting?
I'll see what I can find out.
Yeah, tell me as soon as you know.
Mrs. Hudson, we'll be needing a set of your fingerprints.
I beg your pardon.
Well, we've dusted this entire loft and we found several different prints. We're going to need yours on file for comparison.
Is that blood over there?
Yeah, he lost a lot of it. Why don't you, sit down, try to relax, take your mind off of things. How was Jake to work with?
Creative, he was knowledgeable.
This will only take a second, Mrs. Hudson.
What about his personality?
Jake didn't have many social graces.
What do you mean?
Well, he was arrogant and opportunistic and extremely untrustworthy.
Not the type of individual that you would want to be associated with, hmm?
Precisely.
Do you know many people that wanted to hurt Jake?
How much time do you have?
Plenty.
Jake alienated everybody that he ever knew.
Well, it's funny that you should say that.
Why?
Well, because there's no signs of breaking and entering. There's nothing missing as far as I can tell, which indicates that Jake let in whoever shot him.
Well, that's probably because he knew the person and he trusted them.
Right. But then he changed his mind because the place has been torn apart.
Well, I can't help you with that.
Marley said that Jake took the news of their breakup pretty well, that they parted nice and calm.
Well, if that's what she said happened, then that's what happened.
Oh, it just doesn't add up, though.
Marley never lies.
Listen, I've seen that guy talk about Marley, and he was anything but nice and calm.
Excuse me, I came here to help you examine the loft, so let's just get on with the business
Right,
and get this
right.
over with.
You can start over there inside the equipment cabinet. Make sure that nothing's lost or missing. What's... Oh, hello.
What?
Looks like a diamond.
It is a diamond. The carat, maybe a carat and a half.
And here's the setting. Look at this.
What?
This mark on the wall. It's where the ring probably hit it and separated from the setting. These look familiar to you?
Well, it's a very common cut, and you could buy the setting in any jewelry store in town.
But this particular one is the one that your daughter returned to Jake last night, right?
Yes, I believe it is.
I'm surprised to see this.
Why?
Marley said that Jake took it like a real cool cat.
Well, maybe he threw it after she left.
Yeah, unless...
Unless what?
You said Marley never lies.
That's right, she doesn't.
She was married to the guy. Probably knew him better than anyone.
Yes?
And yet he's able to convince her that he's all cool, calm, and collected, when in reality he's about to bust a diamond from a setting. Either the guy's a hell of an actor, or Marley's not telling the whole truth.
You're making a very dangerous assumption.
So how do you think the ring got there?
I told you, I think that Jake threw the ring in a fit of anger after Marley left. He has a horrible temper.
It's possible.
As far as I can tell, there's nothing missing in there.
Why don't you check the drawer in that table?
Or somebody else could have thrown it.
Besides Jake.
I don't suppose you've spoken to Paulina Corey.
She used to work for Jake, right?
Well, from what I understand, she performed a great many services for Jake.
Tell me what you know.
She had a huge crush on him. Jake told Marley that.
Interesting.
So, a scorned woman could have bounced that ring off the wall.
Yeah, she could have, but... Oh, never mind.
What?
It's just that a nurse reported that just before Jake slipped into a coma, he said Marley's name.
That doesn't prove anything.
It proves that Marley may have been through with Jake. Obviously, Jake wasn't through with Marley.
Well, I'm not interested in Jake's rantings. I just want you to have an open mind. Marley is a sweet, gentle soul who wouldn't hurt a fly, but Jake McKinnon has dozens of enemies who would be glad to shoot him. Now, I've never seen this piece of equipment.
Did Jake do much surveillance work?
Not that I know of.
It's a sophisticated bugging device.
Jake,
It's hooked up to the recorder. There's no tape in it.
he was bugging somebody?
You wouldn't happen to know who?
No, of course I wouldn't.
That's too bad. Because if Jake was poking his nose somewhere where it didn't belong and the wrong person found out, well, it sounds like a motive to me. Danny, what does this number mean?
Beats me.
Mrs. Hudson, could you come over here a minute, please?
I really have have to go. Michael and I are supposed to be at a Halloween gala this evening. Of course, I don't feel like going now.
What does this number signify?
This is time code.
What's time code?
It's an electronic clock. It sort of lets you know where you are in a reel.
Why would he need to know that?
It allows you to locate a specific point in a reel of tape.
So if you're looking at a tape and you see a close-up, for instance, that you like, and you want to see it again, the time code allows you to find that same spot?
Right.
What determines the number?
Well, a lot of people set time code at 0 for every tape, but Jake wired this console into a clock.
So this is the time of day?
Right. 20:35, 28 means it's 8:35 and 28 seconds p.m.
Mrs. Hudson, I really appreciate all your help, but I think it's time that we should be going. Why don't we just call it a day? Hmm?
Gladly.
There's an officer downstairs. He'll drive you home.
Thank you. Oh, don't forget what I told you about Pauline.
I've got it all in my... Listen, give Michael my best. Has that thing been touched since the shooting? So, Jake slumps over, stops the time code, which gives us the exact moment that he was shot.
Makes sense.
Marley said that she got here at 8 o'clock, stayed a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes tops. So that means that Jake was shot at exactly 8:35, which is exactly when Marley said she was here. Damn it!
The Young and the Restless hits prime time, along with all your favorite soaps. Don't miss a minute of The Young and the Restless, All My Children, One Life to Live, General Hospital, and Days of Our Lives. Tonight starting at 7 on SoapNet.